Hey everybody, it's Rob from Flailthroughs. This is Gundam Battle Operation 2, and this is the situation battle that started this past weekend, and I believe will be be running again this weekend. It is, I think, probably the better translation of the title might be Over the River and Through the Woods, but, trivial. It all works. This was a Friday night round. I am with Spidey Wing. I am on the Zeon side in the Rickdom 2. The full lineup is Rickdom 2 with the Giant Bazooka 2, Rickdom 2 with MMP 80, Zaku Kai with MMP 80, Gelgu Jaeger, and Camphor with the only weapons they can have. And yeah, it's not a bad setup. Rickdom 2, it can do a lot of damage. It has, I think it has maneuver armor now. I know it got anti-blast stabilizer, and in October when they buffed it, they increased the power of its downswing, which you will see come into play a couple of times here when I realize how hard it actually hits now. But yeah, Rickdom 2 is not bad at all. This isn't the best round I got out of the situation battles. The best one I got was a Gelgu Jaeger round, but I've run a fair number of Jaeger rounds recently since I just did a couple of I did a double feature from Demolition Hound of it before and after the buffs. Just let me say that if you haven't played the Jaeger in a while and you play one of these, but yeah, see what I mean about the downswing? 3400 and death. So, granted that's against 250, but still, death is death. That's kind of the goal. But yeah, Gelgu Jaeger, just the beam spot gun in the arms fires super fast now. It actually fires like it is a beam machine gun, like it should. It's really, really nice, and yeah, and of course the Gelgu Jaeger also got forced injectors, which are always nice to have. So yeah, it's worth checking out if you haven't run it in a while. Still a great multi-purpose support, and just, yeah, it's fun. And I kind of realized I put myself in a corner here, so I'm going to try and get myself out of it. And missed the downswing, and yeah, the Gun Cannon 2 is going to kill me because I have missed it with everything, and it has, a couple of good ballistic weapons. It has the, I think it's using the bullpup machine gun, and it's using the, and it has Vulcans. Does not, to my knowledge, have the twin 100mm guns, because, well, when 0080 was made, the 100mm gun did not exist. It was an invention of the 8th MS team staff, I believe. So, yeah, but it, the standard 90mm does plenty good damage besides. So, you don't necessarily need double hundreds to make good use of that mass production gun cannon. I hope I said mass production gun cannon and not gun cannon 2, because it's the MP gun cannon. The brain. I'm still recording this on Christmas Eve when I got up early to get out of the house a little bit. So, boy, yeah. So, and let's see. I bounced off of Spidey Wing, I think, who might have been the other Rickdom 2 I did, but yeah. Spidey Wing also here in the Zaku Kai, which, since it has the MMP, is one of his one of his favorites on this. Rickdom 2, I think, being the other, with machine gun being the other one on the Zeon side. But I think it's funny because somebody was talking to me about the machine guns on the the number of machine guns on this level, and it's like, was it this bad on in the GBO1 version of this one? It's like, oh no, it was far worse, because there was no such thing as build stun in GBO1. You could shoot people with machine guns all day, and they would not so much as flinch. That is a GBO1 thing. That's just another thing. That's one of the okay, so two major changes to GBO2 that were made because of that. One is the inclusion of build stun, And also because why you can't see what weapons a suit has equipped in the lobby, because in GBO1 you could, and if people didn't saw you with a machine gun or another weapon they didn't like, they would either bail out of the lobby or kick you. So yeah, that's gone. And yeah, don't particularly miss it, because yeah, that was a bad time. But yeah, so but yeah, if you think, you know, it frustrates me sometimes with how fussy people are about, you know, MS choice in rated matches and all that, but yeah, it's nothing compared to GBO1. They again, you know, they've improved this. They've improved this game gradually, just compared to how it was at release. They've compared the game vastly compared to GBO1. GBO1 itself improved over its lifespan. So, you know, if on PS5 or the following gen we ever see a GBO3, I'm really looking forward to that, because I think it could be really, really incredible. But as it is, I think, again, I think, you know, it helps to have seen where the game came from to appreciate where it is now more. That's my opinion. And it's certainly not required to have seen it or to appreciate, you know, the things that you still find, you know, appreciate despite the things you find frustrating now. But I do, because man, it's weird sometimes to think how long I've been just on this specific series now, because it's what, 10, 11 years, which is a lot of years to cover a single series that has had exactly 3 games. Well, 4 counting Code Fairy, but yeah, 3 main games counting Next, and 1 spin-off counting Code Fairy. Or, you know, 3 main games counting Code Fairy and 1 spin-off counting Next. However you want to parse that. Just, yeah, you know, long-running series with not a ton of entries. And yeah, I think Spidey clued me in there to the people trying to capture E, and I was not in time to stop them. Yeah, I agree with Tighten Our Defenses, so I sent that as well. But yeah, it's going fairly well. We have a 2,100 point lead with 30 some seconds to go. That's certainly, you know, not a guaranteed win, but it's decent odds. I like those odds, especially since the base bomber is about 5 seconds too late to do anything significant. So main thing I need to do, back up my teammates as best I can so that they okay, well, got that kill. That's also a good thing to do. And big swing, 3,200 to the Alex. I'm satisfied with that. Getting shot from the back now. I'm probably going to die before I can kill the Alex. But yeah, but we got somebody else got it, and we're now far enough ahead that it doesn't matter. We're just, you know, we've got this now. But yeah, Rickdom 2 is pretty good. The buffs are, if you want to go to the official GBO2 website and check out the full list of buffs, it is part of the October list. But yeah, it does have anti-blast, so it can stand an explosion after that improved downswing and not get heavy staggered. 51k, 5 kills, 3 deaths. I've definitely done worse. That is going to do it for today's Gundam Battle Operation 2. We'll be back soon with more, and if things go according to my plan, tomorrow we'll see the Federation side. Till then, everybody take care and have fun. Later! Rickdom 2 was one of the first 1/144 scale Gundam kits I got. That in the Gym Command, because there's at least a couple of the 0080 kits that do hold up relatively well, or at least did compared to the beginnings of HGUC 20 years ago. And the Rickdom 2 was like chief among those, because it was really quite solid and had a good range of articulation because of mainly because of the way that Yutaka Izubuchi designed the skirt. It flares out enough that you get just plenty of leg range out of it. It is a nice kit.